Good evening. If you're viewing this file, Link has been compromised. The following are our top 3 plans for eliminating him as a threat. As always, operatives are encouraged to submit their own takedown plans in the comments below, but remember, we are constrained to the rules and resources found within the Zelda video games themselves. Today's target, Link. Specifically, the heroes who share that name across the multiple timelines and millennia of the Zelda franchise. Our first option to consider is brute force. This choice, however, is the least likely to succeed. While every incarnation of Link appears as a small ectomorphic Hyrulean, his stature belies a terrifying strength. The most recent Link can be seen slaughtering an entire army of Lynels and Bokoblins in Breath of the Wild cutscenes. In fact, he is able to parry a charging Lynel, which is equivalent to stopping a semi-truck in its tracks with a handheld shield. All Links are master swordsmen who carry a hidden arsenal of unconventional weaponry. Most can close gaps and attack from range with any number of makeshift weapons and primitive devices. The newest Link also wields the Ultra Hand, which allows him to construct advanced weapons of war. To put it bluntly, do not engage the latest version in armed combat. Skip ahead to options B or C if facing the current gen. You will lose. The previous 3 or 4 Links are another story, but for combat purposes we will split them into 2 categories, the top-down and 3D variants. When fighting a top-down Link, first set the stage. Use a recursive backtracking algorithm to design a maze of sufficient size and complexity to frustrate and disorient the target before combat begins. He may quit entirely. If Link makes it to the end, we will place the hardest enemy boss in the entire franchise there to face him. Not Ganon, not Vaati, Gramps. Gramps is a secret boss from A Link Between Worlds, who fights with Link's own moveset and equipment, plus 2 randomly selected items. We will engage when one of those items is a purple potion. On the highest difficulty, Hero Mode, that potion can take out a max heart Link in a single use, dealing up to 32 hearts of damage. This is the highest potential damage output of any killable enemy in the entire series, and our best chance at defeating Link in a single shot. If facing a 3D Link, such as the ones found in Ocarina of Time, Wind Waker, or Skyward Sword, we will adjust our tactics. If available, turn on motion controls to decrease his overall combat effectiveness. Then, rely on a mix of enemies that take advantage of the limited visibility inherent to the third-person camera perspective. Wall Masters, the disembodied hands who drop from the ceiling. Redead, whose paralyzing scream freezes his movement. And Like-Likes, another enemy who strikes from the shadows and whose attacks steal Link's shields and other equipment. A skilled Link should be able to overpower them all, but we believe this is the most unsettling, nerve-wracking combination possible. Sometimes our best weapon against the hero of courage is fear. Again, our chances of a combat victory are slim. However, we've developed a more surefire plan to keep Link off the battlefield entirely, put him to sleep. Our research indicates Link exhibits several of the DSM-5 criteria for narcolepsy, a disorder characterized by excessive sleepiness, resting hallucinations, and sleep paralysis. Consider the evidence. Link is shown to be deeply asleep at the beginning of 13 different adventures, often requiring a friend, family member, or psychic transmission to forcibly wake him from his slumber. Link is rendered unconscious for extended periods by the Helmarock King in Wind Waker, King Bulblin in Twilight Princess, the Skull Kid in Majora's Mask, and, as a side effect of teleportation, in Oracle of Seasons. In more dramatic examples, our theorists believe the entirety of Link's awakening takes place inside his synchronized dream with a magical fish. In Ocarina of Time, Link falls into a 7-year coma, and in Breath of the Wild, Link awakens from suspended animation after 100 years of cryogenic rest. We believe Link's hypersomnia is his greatest weakness, and our favoured plan seeks to take advantage of this. The first and easiest step will be lulling him to sleep, either by possessing a trusted ally like Princess Zelda to assure him his quest is complete and he may now take his rest, or simply waiting for him to take advantage of a bed, inn, or wilderness campfire to recuperate. Once asleep, agents will seal the entrance from the outside, prevent him from using his ascend ability by selecting or crafting a prison with an uneven ceiling. In success, Link will be rendered the hero of nap time, and nap time alone. It is up to the agent's discretion on whether food or other comforts will be provided, but in this way, Link will be safely entombed for as long as we deem necessary. Should all else fail, the following is our last best hope at destroying the target. Erase him from the timeline entirely. Time travel is the most frequent advanced technology used in the Zelda universe, with potentially world-changing effects. Link has traveled through time via the Harp of Ages, the Door of Time in Twilight Princess, and Song of Time in Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, in each instance demonstrating safe and repeatable travel along the fourth dimension. To put our plan into motion, we will need to do the same. Known time travelers such as the Sage of Time, Zelda, Ganon, and the Happy Mask Salesman are unlikely to cooperate with outsiders. However, we are fortunate enough to have uncovered an alternative option. Research indicates Tears of the Kingdom shares a timeline with Skyward Sword, as ruins from the latter frequently appear across the former's map. Therefore, we have strong reason to believe that Skyward Sword's timeshift stones are still accessible in the most dangerous Link's timeline. It may take some effort, but once the stones are excavated from the Lanayru region, we may proceed. Bring the timeshift stone to Hyrule Castle, where Princess Zelda herself confirmed that Link's father worked as a knight. The timeshift stone can restore an entire area to its past state. Ergo, if you strike the stone at Hyrule Castle, we should be able to pinpoint a moment in time where Link's father is present. From there, you can rely on your training and the element of surprise to eliminate this humble and unsuspecting knight with extreme prejudice. Destroy the father and return to a future where Link will never have been born. What that future looks like is anyone's guess, but we will take down this Triforce one side at a time. Remember, the best plans can stand up to all criticism, and alternative methods are always worth considering. So again, do not hesitate to add your own notes and plans in the comments below. It's going to take every mind we've got working together to take down this little green bastard. Good luck and Godspeed.